So we want to talk with you just a little bit, because sometimes we encourage you to be general. Why is that? Because you've already got momentum going that is working against you. Yes. Sometimes we ask you to get more specific. Why is that? Because you already have momentum going that is moving things the way you want to. But there is another reason that we want you never ever 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 to forget. When you continue momentum in the direction of unwanted, it's not fun. When you continue momentum in the direction of things wanted, it's way fun. And that is the singular point. That's the singular point. This isn't to make things happen. They have already happened. This is to let things happen. This is to surrender to the happenings, but to get to have your hands in the clay. Because you know, we've watched you for a long time, and at first we said to you, you are the creator of your own reality. And you said, really? Yay. And then you said, really? Yay. We said, we will teach you the science of deliberate creation. And you said, gulp. You said, cancel, cancel, cancel. Suck that thought back. Don't want law of attraction to get hold of that. Didn't mean it, didn't mean it, I didn't mean it, I didn't mean it. And then we began teaching you about the art of allowing. We explained to you that life caused you to ask, and when you ask, it is given. Wrote a whole book about it. When you ask, it is given. But you must be in the allowing mode. You must practice the art of allowing. It's an art. You have to feel your way through it. You have to know when you're allowing and know when you're not. You have to know what negative emotion means, and you have to know what positive emotion means. You have to care about feeling good. And then we talk to you about your inner being who is flowing with you. We tried to help you understand the power of that which your inner being is. And so then we began teaching you about meditation, about quieting your mind, about allowing your vibration to rest a little bit, to slow the momentum of any resistance, so that your cork would float, so that you could be a vibrational match to who you really are and all that you really want. And over time, you understand these things. You do. You understand them. And now we want you not to feel that it is magic that happens. We want you to feel the hands in the clay, absolute relationship between the thoughts that you deliberately think as they are guided by the emotions that you feel and the universal response. We want you to feel the causation of that which is you. We want you to fine-tune your atmosphere, the atmosphere around you, your mood, your personality, your attitude. We want that to be the thing that is primary in your mind. And yes, we want you to then notice the turning of the tides and how things move in your favor. We want you to feel the blessedness of your being and the power of who you are. But now, deliberate creators, genius creators who have come into this time-space reality in order to move the energy towards specific purposes for the joy and exaltation of that which you are. It's time for you, now that you know how to come into alignment, it's time for you to use the power of your focus and to feel what momentum feels like as you guide it. It's time for you to start yodeling down the canyons instead of standing on the banks. It's time for you to get your hands in it. It's time for you to know your power, because what happens is, as you know your power and you apply it, better said, as you know your power and you focus it, which is the causation that brings a reaction, a universal reaction, and you accept the orchestrational place that you stand, and you realize that you have access to the far-reaching corners of anything that is important to you, and then you focus yourself into the delicious specifics of any subject that is important to you, and you see the detail with which this universe can delight you, can back you up, can support you, can show in exaggerated perfection the details of your asking, this is when your sense of truly being you, this is when your sense of empowerment, your sense of worthiness clicks into place. And then you stand as an example to the world who wants your example, as someone who says and means it. I can be or do or have or experience anything that I decide, and the deciding is so delicious. We think this is a really good time for a segment of this.